I'm so proud, seeing a finished product of this. When you brought up in the same space, at times you have a lot to say. So God help me. I'm going to try look for a summary of what to say. So as I stand here, I come first. Paps comes second. And then I have a beautiful sister here. Carol, please stand.
Yeah, I just eat a lot, so yeah, that is how I'm not here. That is Carol.
So this is Carol, and we are all cholerics. Yes, but there's a place where the two of us divert. We become melancholics, and then Paps remain as a different person. So she's an all-out person, and many people mistake her as the firstborn, but I'm the firstborn in this family.
Just for the records.
And she's been our family lawyer. So thank you, Paps, for kututetea hata wakati hatuja kutuma. But it didn't begin here. It began when we were growing up. And as you read the book, you realize there's a story she's given there of how in the mornings we used to send her to Dad to go ask for money, for bread. And all of us would stand outside the door to hear whether it will be a positive report or a negative report. So Dad was this kind of a person. Allow us to dramatize today. So if he's willing to give the money, he would say, "Let alone," and then he would remove the money. But if he doesn't want to give the money, he'd say, "Paps, talk up." But Paps was that persistent girl. So she would step out and then go back again. Assume that Dad will change his mind. And so that is how we survived. If we wanted to go out and, as a family day out, Paps was the person to go and say, "Ende wongena." Ende wongena baba umwambie Sunday atupeleke Nakuru. Nakuru was our big city. And sure enough, that's how we enjoyed the treats. So thank you, Paps, for being our family lawyer. So fast forward, there's that space where everyone goes to school and then you miss out on growing up together. So I met Paps again when we were beginning Woman Arise. So the other stories she's shared in this book, I'm also reading them to know what she went through like you. We met in the year 2016, and then here Paps was, "Eva, I want you to join a singles program, for single ladies to go through a mentorship program. And I would love to appreciate Brenda. Brenda, hi. So Brenda, you were Mpangoles that Sunday afternoon, and then I tagged you along. I said, Brenda, let's go. And Anne, hi. So the three of us were in the first program. So Anne was the facilitator, and we went to Kenya Girl Guides. Yes, that is where it all began. So we were in the first program that Paps began, of course, with Anne being the facilitator. And that is where we started getting our bold back. So I'd started my degree program, but along the way, there was a break. I didn't have school fees. So when we went for the first program, we were talking about purpose. And then I realized, wow, I don't know my purpose in life. So I've been, just living. And I'm this kind of a person. Even when you tell me so many things, I first believe in going back to God in prayer. So this is how I took my step. I went and asked God, show me my purpose. And then it was not a one-day thing. I kept on praying. And one morning, the Lord pointed me to a book I was reading, which was part of my coursework, that your purpose is in sitting in class to study. So I asked God, but I don't have school fees. You know the way God does not answer a yes or a no. So there was a waiting. And then in the waiting, I remember one morning I was going to work, and someone told me, I overheard your name mentioned somewhere that there's money that was given to pay for women minister who wants to pursue their studies. That is how I was able to go back to school. When I joined Paps program, I kept asking myself why I am in this. But God told me there's a reason as to why you've taken that break. Because if I was busy, I would have told Paps, I have my books to read. I am not available. But see now the break came so that I realized that whatever it is that I wanted to pursue or I was pursuing was part of what I needed. So for you who are here when I began, I said 2019 was my year of getting my ball back. Why? Because that is the time I graduated. Amen? So I am still journeying. I'm not yet there. And I remember when I joined the program, I was very busy at work. You know the way you're given difficult assignments? You're from one assignment to the other. And so having the confidence of when to say yes or no, this is where I came to learn. And I appreciate this program for that. So right now, I would say where is my teacher? Yes, hi teacher, from Taita Taveta University. Hi, yes, I would also say I'm a teacher. I am not a lecturer, I am a teacher because I have seen myself grow. And if it was before, I know I would be in that group that asks students, get opinion from people like, how did I teach? How did I do this? I know we are all there. Like after you preach, you want that affirmation. Please join Reconfidence. After that, you'll not want anyone's affirmation. Yeah? Because I no longer do that. I know I've done my best. Yeah? But the fact that I know if I've already prepared, I delivered. Is it? So you don't need to keep on asking people, how did I do it? How did I speak before people? Like after this, I don't need your opinion to tell me whether I spoke well or not. Yeah? Ouch. Sorry about that. Yes, but what am I saying? I thank God my confidence was restored. There's the other part of waiting. Having journeyed with Paps, like I was in the first season, but I've been in many seasons. Like even this morning, I plugged in one of the mentorship program she's running. She's in season 13. So Paps, I've been in too many seasons. And I appreciate being part of, this journey and seeing lives of women transformed. And through this, I appreciate what I see because she's waiting to grow. It's a process. Yeah? And in the book, I think it's in page 55 to around 58, she's given about an imagery of a soccer player, who's seated in the bench with all the gears, dressed well, but desiring to enter into the field and play. And the mind is already prepared. He sees how he would have done it if he's the one who was in the field. There are many times we feel like that, like we have all it takes. But God has put you in the bench. You're waiting because there's a preparation process even in the waiting. So I don't know how many of us are in that space where you feel like I am ready, I need to fulfill or start pursuing my assignment, but God has put you on the bench to wait. Please be patient. Even in the waiting process, there's something He's cultivating in you. Amen? Yes, and with that, I want to read something from that book. I'm doing this so that we all read the book. Please don't go put it on the shelf. When I joined this program, I was an introvert, 93%. 91, perhaps, 91. Right now, I'm 79. Why? It's because I realized my purpose. And so when I am fulfilling it or pursuing it, you may think I'm extroverted, but I am not. When I go back into my space, I am that person who loves my personal space. So it reads, this is on page 25, dysfunctional upbringing can distort our personality as we try to adjust our nature to cope with or avoid pain. The good news is that we can recover and get back to our authentic nature with professional and spiritual support. Your genuine personality is your most confident and most efficient state of self. So, with that, you're welcome to be part of Reconfidence. Congratulations, Paps, again.